On the news tonight, Federal Inland Revenue Service takes steps to improve revenue generation in the country. Correspondent examines the economic significance of the newly inaugurated Ijebu ode Road. Good evening and welcome to NTA Ijebu ode News at 7, coming to you from your heritage station. Thanks for joining us. I am Olamu Adeniji. The details of our package. The newly inaugurated Ijebu ode Expressway will trigger rapid economic development in Ijebu land in view of the free movement of goods, especially farm produce, along that axis. In this report, correspondent Joel Popola examines the economic significance of the 14.5-kilometer road. Details of that package.
The 14.5 kilometers Ijebu ode Expressway had either been a nightmare for motorists plying this route, with a journey of just about 20 minutes to Ekpe turning into hours. But the situation is now different following a promise made and kept by the Dapo Abiodun-led administration, which placed premium not just on speedy completion but quality completion of the road. The economic importance of the road, according to the respondents, cannot be overemphasized, as more industries will now spring up along this axis.
We are grateful to the administration of the governor. We are grateful to the president. Making it fit to have given us this particular project. We are very happy. It will more of a project than before. Unlike before, this road was so tattered. There was no each way, no ill way to Lagos. But now we can have Lagos to Ijebu ode under 20 minutes.
Before this road was rehabilitated and transformed, that road will take you close to 1 hour. But now you can make Ekpe from Ijebu ode in less than 20 minutes. 2, you want to see the economic impact that this is going to have, because it is opening up the road. Don't forget that a lot of people who are going to the eastern part of the country from Lagos and other parts of the country are going to use this as an alternative road, especially from the Lekki axis. And the potential on this road is going to be fully harnessed with the opening. Of course, a lot of industries will want to have a place around this axis, and then the people around this place. Don't forget, or if you do not know, the government has acquired 1.5 kilometer on the right, 1.5 kilometer on the left, the entire axis of the road, and a lot of industries have keyed into this.
Governor has done for us is unquantifiable, because our people are indeed happy, and in fact we have one of the biggest industry in the local government on this road, which is the Nigerian buildings, and of course other complaints will be coming to establish, and indeed it is going to improve the economy of the local government, the local government as well.
For Farmers Association, getting their goods to Lagos and other adjoining towns is no longer a pipe dream.
In the Ijebu ode local government, we have Ishiwa and Itakmapako, and the axis is meant for agric, and it is very important road so that our goods, our inputs, everything can be passing through this road without any problem. Before this road, you can use more than an hour to reach our farms.
With this initiative, it is now a jolly good ride to Lagos. In Ijebu ode, Joel Popola, NTA News.
The Lagos State government is making conscious efforts to empower residents with requisite knowledge in waste wealth initiative to reduce indiscriminate waste disposal and boost economic stability of the state. Musa Toliat completes the report.
Lagos Waste Management Authority estimates that not less than 15,000 metric tons of municipal waste is generated every day across the metropolis. The rate of waste generation is proportional to the growing population, which has continued to challenge efforts towards effective waste management in the state. Global best practices in waste management support recycling, which involves turning waste to wealth. The one-day workshop by the Ministry of Women Affairs and Poverty Alleviation seeks to empower women-focused non-governmental organizations with skills to convert waste into consumables for global entrepreneurial development amongst women.
There are so many programs that the ministry do, and we are very passionate about creating opportunities for women to make money so that they can be independent, they can support their families.
Instead of the women littering everywhere with waste, they can actually translate it to wealth.
You have recyclers that are around. Go on the Packham app, download the app, request for pickup, and a recycler will be at your doorstep to pick up these materials.
One of the expected outcomes of the skills acquisition program is to see economic potentials in waste generation and curb indiscriminate waste disposal.
We don't even have the capacity for what is coming if we don't begin to take serious actions towards recycling and, just generally taking care of our environment.
Unfortunately, we are doing even health to wealth. That taking care of your health, you can even earn.
The task before these women from various non-governmental organizations is to pass on the knowledge acquired to indigent women in their various communities. The theme of the one-day workshop is Waste to Wealth, a tool to eradicate poverty. In Lagos, Musa Toliat.
And in the meantime, the need to manage water resources to minimize scarcity and pollution has been stressed. This was the focus of discourse at the sensitization workshop on the National Water Resources Master Plan for stakeholders in the Southwest Geopolitical Zone. Shola Wahid has the details.
The aim of the workshop is to stress the importance of water to life and for stakeholders to deliberate on the actualization of the National Water Resources Master Plan to optimize the nation's water resources as well as financial and economic investment options in water resources development. Permanent Secretary, Federal Ministry of Water Resources, Didi Wilson Jack, explained that the goal of the plan is to achieve accelerated growth, integrated and coordinated water resources development and management, agricultural production and food security.
Water is something that concerns different levels and tiers of government. And so what we are doing today is all in a bid to ensure that there is more access.
Groundwater is a big issue, and which we must take cognizance of. Almost 90% of Nigerians do rely on groundwater resource for their own use. So government should please place emphasis, critical emphasis on groundwater and make sure that it is well regulated and even the professionals are made to practice well.
When you are doing sensitizations, involve those political will there too, so that they will know what you are putting in, so that anytime they bring the things to table, it won't be new to you.
Somebody just rightly said that there's water scarcity. If you are not planning well, there's no way we'll be able to make this water available.
The sensitization workshop is expected to take place in the 6 geopolitical zones across the country. In Ibadan, Shola Wahid, NTA News.
The Federal Inland Revenue Service (FIRS) says it will achieve 100% automation of all its processes with a view to blocking all leakages which will hinder revenue generation in Nigeria. The executive chairman of the service stated this in Abuja. Lami Ali completes the report.
Nigeria. The executive chairman of the service, Muhammad Nami, stated this as the FIDABU 2022 annual public-private sector engagement, where he called on Nigerians to support the cause by cooperating with the service. The chairman also revealed that in 2022, the FIRS will give priority to the collection of taxes from the digital economy and will deploy technological tools to assess entities which fall within the significant economic presence threshold and relevant turnover generated from Nigeria. The agency will also focus on compliance and enforcement strategies in 2022 by leveraging on intelligence, strategic data mining and analysis to enhance audit and investigation functions while implementing the penalty regimes in accordance with the law.
Still watching the news from NTA Ijebu ode. There will be more reports after this time out.
Fake news which is shared for malicious purposes is a danger to our peace and security in Nigeria. Misinformation as fake news is a serious threat to our hard-earned democracy and promotes hatred and misunderstanding between our communities. We are all responsible for stopping the spread of fake news in its tracks. So, always check the source and credibility of any news item. Say no to fake news.
Welcome back. The news continues. INEC chairman Professor Mahmood Yakub has commended the media for being factual in their reportage, especially during the Anambra State 2021 general elections, and appeal for such standard in Ekiti and Osun general elections. Lami Ali completes the report.
governorship elections. The chairman made the commendation during a consultative meeting in Abuja with the media ahead of the Ekiti, Osun and the 2023 general elections.
We also look forward to strengthening this partnership, especially as we continue to conduct more up-cycle and by-elections this year and implement critical activities towards the 2023 general elections, which is just 393 days away.
National Treasurer of the NUJ, Delia Atumbi, who stood in for the NUJ chairman, promised the union's continued support in reforming the nation's electoral process.
We'll do everything possible to ensure the sustenance of our democratic values at every point in time. We should equally do everything possible to support INEC as Nigerians, and we should stop these destructive tendencies, especially by destroying INEC facilities. Nigerians should stop that. We should protect our national assets. It is part of national asset that should be protected. And if peradventure we continue to destroy national assets, it is not in the best interest of all of us.
And now a bit of update in the sports world. The Super Eagles of Nigeria will face the Black Stars of Ghana in the third and final round of the final quarter 2022 World Cup. The draw for the final qualifier, which was held today in Cameroon pitch, Nigeria in pot 1 against Ghana, drawn in pot 2 based on the FIFA ranking in December against each other in other fixture. Egypt will face Senegal. AFCON host Cameroon will lock arms with Algeria. DR Congo will battle Morocco, while Mali and Tunisia will trade tackles. The matches will be played between 23rd and 29th of March. To end the bulletin this evening, a recap of our top stories. We brought to a report that the Federal Inland Revenue Service has promised to achieve 100% automation of all its process with a view to improving revenue generation in the country. We also told you that correspondent has examined the significance of the newly inaugurated Ijebu ode Expressway. And that concludes our package for this evening. The Yoruba version of the bulletin will be brought to you by Ajibola Abiodun after this time. Do have a good night rest.